Okay, we'll create one new Python 3 notebook in our same folder, and then let's just rename this and to create a data frame in Pandas. Alright, so what we have to do is, first of all, let's just import Pandas as PD, because this will do all the work for us. Now there are many ways to create data. First of all, we have to create a data set because we are starting afresh. So let's just create a data set. I'm not saying data frame, but I'm creating a data set. And one of the ways to create a data set is through a list. So suppose I create a list and I create this, suppose I give it a name called my data, and then I create what? Okay, let me create a list of names first. So I create list of names having different names, suppose 5 names, just for the sake of convenience. Let's give just 5 entries. Okay, I'm just giving random names. Okay, and just the last one more, and that could be right. All right, names. Then I can give here age. Now these are 2 lists I have created for names and ages. This age, let us take it between 10 to 15. So let me just write any random values, 5 random values. Okay, now I run this. Now what I have to do is I have to concatenate these 2 into one single document, one single file. So I call that as my data, and let's just list. I create a list. I'll show you 2 things here. Okay, what I do is I create list of names and age, and I run this. There will be no problem in running this, but I'll tell you what happens when you go ahead and create a data frame. Okay, now you just write the type of my data, you will get list. Now what happens when you go and create a data frame? So when I go to create a data frame in Pandas, I see that, suppose I write here df, this is a data frame that I'm converting it into a data frame. Df in an object, pd dot, I use Pandas, pd dot data, and then I write here frame. Python is case sensitive, remember to write D and F in capital, and then use the data, that is data equals to my data, and I want the columns to be what? I pass a list of columns that will be names and age, right? And then I will call this df. So it will give you an error. And what is that error? That is a value error, which says that 2 columns passed, but it has 5 columns. That means all these are being converted into columns, and which is what not I want. So for this, I have one simple way of converting it into a data, that is zip. So I zip this, and so what I'll do is I will zip it, list, zip, and then parentheses, names and age. And then when you will run this will give you this. And after that, you can see the difference in the type of data representation also. That now you can see that name and age, they have been grouped together through the zipping. And now Pandas can clearly understand what is name, what is age. And when I created it in a form of a table, the names are being given under names and age under age. Similarly, you can create multiple lists under this, like their subjects or their address or their numbers, phone numbers, and then it can go on increasing the columns. So this is how you create a data frame with the help of list. In the next tutorial, we will understand how to create a data frame with the help of dictionaries.